So I finally played Hollow Knight. I've seen this game pop up over the years, people calling it one of the best indie games ever made, and I always thought, yeah, how good can it actually be though? I've been putting it off for whatever reason, but after playing Prince of Persia recently, I decided to give this a go. Within 10 minutes of starting, I kinda got it. The atmosphere just hits different. It's airy but somehow peaceful at the same time. There's something oddly comfortable about how lonely this game feels. Everything around you is just quiet. Not empty, but alive in a weird way. You're this tiny knight wandering through ruins, and even though nothing's explicitly said, you can feel the history. I've played a lot of games that try to feel deep, but Hollow Knight doesn't need to try. It just is. Now maybe it's just me looking into it a bit too much, but that's honestly what it felt like. One thing I noticed right away is how little the game tells you. No tutorial pop-ups, no glowing arrows, just here's your nail, good luck. You just toss straight into the deep end. At first that threw me off. I was waiting for the game to hold my hand, but it just never did. And that's what made me start paying attention. Every mistake taught me something. Every hit, every death made me stop and think, okay, so what exactly did I do wrong here? What did I miss? I feel like the game rewards curiosity as well, because every time I strayed from the obvious path, I found something cool. There's no map right away, I guess, which is the norm for the genre of the game, and that's part of what makes it interesting. You're kind of forced to actually learn your surroundings rather than heavily relying on a map. Talking to the NPCs felt somewhat meaningful as well, because even if they said so little, didn't say much at all, there was always a subtle hint hidden in what they did say. Another thing that was kinda noticeable with me playing this game, I'm not even sure why, but cutting the grass and just breaking like random objects just felt crazy satisfying. This was my first mini boss encounter. I remember this being a bit of a challenge at first because I thought I had to unlock new abilities before I could face this guy. I didn't even know he was a mini boss at first. I genuinely thought this was like a first main boss, but after getting defeated the first time, I was able to figure out what his attack pattern was. I think at this point I remembered that jumping is all I had, so I tried to use that in defeating him. So I thought, okay, cool, if he's gonna swing, I jump out, if he's gonna swing, I jump out and try and get a couple hits in. I remember feeling super accomplished because, again, I've never seen gameplay on this game before. I haven't seen anything, I haven't touched this game ever, so this was just like a whole learning process for me. And having defeating him, I remember feeling super happy and just wanting to find more bosses, to be honest, because I don't know, this game just feels really clean movement wise, like animation, effects, it's just, the feel of it is just so good. Honestly, I'm making this video now, I just want to get back to playing it. Now this first boss encounter is kind of what sealed the deal for me in terms of gameplay, because this fight felt tough, but not in the sense that, oh, this is just like unbeatable or anything, but tough in the sense that I didn't know what to expect. It wasn't until a couple, like maybe a minute in, that I started to realize that, yeah, this guy shares the same movesets, or similar movesets anyways, to the first mini boss that I fought. So once I realized that, I just kind of waited out to see what he did and moved accordingly. Pretty sure I beat him in my first try, thankfully, because I wasn't ready to rage or anything. But yeah, I don't know, guys, this game was just so good. I don't want to jump the gun and say 10 out of 10, because again, this is literally my first 40 minutes to an hour experience in this game, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and I'm starting to understand the hype that goes around this game. The game has this meditative quality about it. It's calm even when it's hard, and I guess the atmosphere kind of just plays into it, at least for me. It rewards you being patient and observing over you just button mashing or relying heavily on reflexes or something. That part of the game is just satisfying for me. You're not forced to play in any way. There's no right or wrong way to play about it. It literally just throws you in and tells you to have fun, and I'm liking that, and I'm liking that a lot. The art, the music, the silence. I literally don't play this with any music in the background. I listen to the game raw in its entirety, and I'm loving it. The devs did an amazing job creating this, and to even feel all of this from this game is just amazing in itself. Again, I'm starting to see why people love it. If you haven't given this game a go, I do highly recommend it. Give it at least 30 minutes of your time and see if you feel the same amount of goodness from this game that I did. And with that, I would just like to send a warm thank you if you made it this far. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.